You won't believe what just happened to Ryan Reaves. The Toronto Maple Leafs veteran was placed on waivers this Friday, and now his future with the team is in question. But what does this really mean for the Leafs? And more importantly, could this signal a major behind-the-scenes move by the franchise? The truth is, this decision had been speculated for some time. Reaves played 35 games this season, recording just 2 assists and accumulating 28 penalty minutes. For a player with his experience and physical presence, those numbers are far from impressive. Compared to last year, when he scored 4 goals and 6 points in 49 games, it's clear that his production is declining. And in the playoffs, just 1 assist in 5 games. Looking at the Maple Leafs roster situation, this move makes sense. Reaves no longer has the same impact he did at his peak, and his speed has also been questioned. Plus, the team is looking for reinforcements and needs cap space. And here's a key detail that could change everything. Reaves still has 1 year left on his contract, worth a total of $4.05 million, with a $1.35 million cap hit. But if he's sent to the AHL, the Leafs get $1.15 million in cap relief. This means Toronto might be setting the stage for a bigger move. Could this waiver placement clear the way for a blockbuster trade? There's a real possibility that the Leafs are eyeing a major addition for the playoffs. The team has already been linked to some big names on the market, and saving cap space could be exactly what they need to close a huge deal. Now, the big question is this the end of the road for Ryan Reaves in the NHL? Or can he still find a new team willing to bet on his experience and physical presence? With his aggressive playing style, he could be a good fit for teams looking to add depth and toughness to their roster. Some teams in need of more physicality might consider taking a chance on the veteran. And what do you think? Did the Maple Leafs make the right decision? Does Reaves still have a place in the NHL? Or is this the beginning of the end of his career? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. The Leafs have finally made their move. After watching their Atlantic Division rivals make aggressive plays, General Manager Brad Treliving wasted no time and made his own moves. Big moves. Toronto acquired center Scott Laughton and defenseman Brandon Carlo, adding more depth and experience to the roster. But are these acquisitions enough to finally lead the Leafs to a dominant playoff run? And what does this mean for the franchise's future? The trade for Laughton was a strategic move. Toronto sent a conditional 2027 first-round pick and prospect Nikita Grabenkin to the Flyers, who, in return, retained 50% of the forward salary. Additionally, the Leafs secured 4th and 6th-round picks, boosting their draft capital. Laughton, 30, is a versatile player who can play both center and wing and is coming off a solid season with 11 goals and 27 points in 60 games. But the Leafs didn't stop there. The addition of Brandon Carlo strengthens a defense that has already undergone many changes since the preseason. The 6 feet 5 inches, 220-pound defenseman brings size and stability to the blue line, something crucial for a team that has struggled in key moments. To acquire Carlo, Toronto sent young center Fraser Minton and a 2026 first-round pick, along with a 4th-round pick in the upcoming draft. The Bruins agreed to retain 15% of Carlo's salary, helping the Leafs maintain some cap flexibility. But for these deals to happen, Toronto had to clear cap space. The team traded Connor Timmins and Connor Dewar to the Pittsburgh Penguins in exchange for a 5th-round pick. Additionally, Ryan Reaves, who had been getting limited ice time, was placed on waivers and assigned to the AHL. This marks a clear shift in the team's strategy, now prioritizing more mobile and versatile players. With these moves, the Leafs are clearly in win-now mode. The team already had a solid goaltending duo in Anthony Stolarz and Joseph Woll, and now they've bolstered their defense with Carlo, along with the preseason additions of Chris Tanev and Oliver Ekman-Larsson. But are these changes enough to compete with rivals like the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Florida Panthers? The competition hasn't stood still. The Lightning brought back Yanni Gourde and added Oliver Bjorkstrand to strengthen their offense. Meanwhile, The Panthers made a huge move by acquiring Seth Jones and goaltender Vitek Vanecek. And if that wasn't enough, they also landed Brad Marchand, the former Bruins captain and a longtime rival of the Leafs in the playoffs. The battle in the Atlantic Division is tighter than ever. Toronto will need to prove that these additions truly make a difference, especially since time is running out for their core players. Austin Matthews and William Nylander have long-term contracts, but Mitch Marner and John Tavares are in the final year of their deals and could test free agency in the offseason. This means this could be the last real chance for this group to win the long-coveted Stanley Cup. Now, the question is, do the Leafs have another move up their sleeve? Rumors suggest the franchise might still be looking to bolster their defense or even add another forward for the second or third line. With the trade deadline now passed, the focus shifts to fine-tuning the team for the playoffs. Looking ahead to the next games, it'll be interesting to see how Laughton and Carlo fit into the lineup. Laughton could be a key piece in penalty kill situations and quick transitions to offense, while Carlo brings a defensive presence that can help balance the game against more physical teams. But at the end of the day, it all comes down to one thing. Is this the season the Leafs finally live up to expectations and put together a strong playoff run? Or will it be yet another year of frustration for the fan base? Now it's your turn. What do you think of these moves? Has Toronto done enough to become a true Stanley Cup contender? Or do they still need more? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want to know how these trades impact the NHL landscape and which teams came out stronger from the trade deadline, click on the next video on the screen now.